Now, though, we are heading back to the year 2002.
Oh, and Seaman's been beaten. It's a goal. It's Ronaldinho.
Reality is, I don't know if Ronaldinho meant to score that goal. Doesn't matter. He scored it at the end of the day.
Yes, I reckon he did. I think he looked at the goal and he looked where Seaman was. So, yeah, I think he did.
Nope, there's no chance he meant that. It was a complete fluke, 100%.
I can't believe he had the balls to even try it.
He definitely meant to do that. Definitely meant to do it.
He scored direct from the free kick.
Kylie Minogue as well. Yes, on this day back in 2002, Ronaldinho scored a bizarre goal against England, lobbing Seaman from about 40 yards as Brazil knocked them out of the World Cup. But was it a fluke, Darren Bent?
No, it wasn't.
Okay, well, that's all we've got time for
No,
today.
no, you can see that he meant it by the way he hit it.
Do you know what, right? I've had this debate or conversation with you a couple of times. The last time we did it, we had someone in the studio, I think from ESPN, and they told us about a website where you could go and watch all the old World Cup moments. And then you showed me that goal.
Yeah.
And up until that moment...
You thought you didn't mean it.
Yeah.
And then when you watch it...
Yeah.
He meant it.
100%.
Yeah. You can see, even the way he hits the ball, he's clearly not crossing it in. But, I mean, you're talking about when you talk about Ronaldinho, like one of the very, very best. Like, these guys think differently. But to attempt it in that particular game, because that made it 2-1, didn't it? Because the first one was where he made Ashley Cole fall over and then Rivaldo rolled it in.
That was horrible, yeah.
But, I think he meant it. And, of course, there's an element of luck to it, because obviously the luck part is where David Seaman's standing. But, for me, Ronaldinho, genius, he meant it.
When
you clicking your fingers out?
I was asking Joe a question. Sorry, Joe.
Clicking fingers.
Well, I was trying to do that so you did know. But Joe, have you got audio of these? You have. Okay, fine. That's what I was doing. It.
You know
Sometimes
John, people that are listening, that is the real Andy Goldstein.
No.
Clicking at staff.
No.
Clicking his fingers at staff.
I was doing it to get his attention so people wouldn't know, right? What am I meant to do? Go, Joe.
You just go, oh, sorry, Benny. Joe.
No, but I wouldn't have to. I could have gone like this. And he would have looked at me while you were talking, and I would have written down audio, and he would have gone, yes.
Oh, that clicking. You better not. People, as I said, this is the real Andy Goldstein that you just heard there.
That's not what I meant. Listen, there have been other did they mean it moments in football. We've got audio of them, as producer Joe has just told me. What I want you to do, gang, obviously have a listen. I want you to phone up and talk about whether or not you think the following were lucky or not. And then on the back of that, I want you to phone up and describe to us moments where you've been involved in sport and maybe luck has been on your side. 03717223344. So we know about the Ronaldinho, and we don't need to play that one. Have a listen to this one. This is you, Darren Bent. You're in action. Was this luck or not?
Threatening here from Sunderland. He'll fall for Bent. The Stadium of Light erupts. It is off the balloon, and that is so controversial.
Yeah, that's when you cheated. When the goal went in off a beach ball.
Yeah.
And of course it shouldn't have counted.
No.
But was it luck?
No, it wasn't. I meant it.
What do you mean you meant it?
So I saw the ball, obviously, as we break in play. I see the little boy throw the ball, obviously glancing, checking my shoulders.
Yeah.
And then I see the ball just kind of drift.
The beach ball?
Beach ball below into the middle of the box. So then as the cross came in from Andy Reid, I thought, you know what? I'm going to try and hit this here. And what I was trying to do is get it to the bottom of the ball, so it'd go under the ball, but the ball might go up and block Pepe Reina's vision.
So you didn't mean for the ball to hit the beach ball, but you aimed the ball at the beach ball, hoping it to go under?
Yeah, to just distract him, and it worked.
Did you really?
Yeah.
No, you're winding me up.
I'm telling you, I meant it.
Did you?
Yeah.
People don't know that, right?
No, it's the first time breaking it now on the show today.
Wow, okay. Don't look at Ryan for breaking news, Stamp. He wouldn't have got that. Let's move on from one co-host to another. Was this luck?
That's a strange one. Oh, it's gone straight in. Jason Cundy.
Yeah, I've called it the Pele at Portman Road. Although Pele actually missed his one. That's the famous Jason Cundy tackle goal against Ipswich.
Was that a halfway line job?
Yeah, I think it was just inside his own half, actually.
I think he meant that.
No, of course he did. He just smashed just a clearance, right?
That's one of them where, where you're a little bit rattled and you think, you know what, I'm going to tackle someone here, but I'm going to just try and blast the ball as hard as I can and hopefully hit somebody.
Yeah.
But he obviously just got too much on it, completely missed whoever he was trying to hit.
Yeah.
And just flew into the top corner.
You know the Beckham goal from the halfway line?
Yeah.
Like, obviously he meant that. Have you ever tried to hit a ball like that from the halfway line? How difficult is that?
I've never tried to hit one like that.
That must be
Do you know what? Saying that, actually, I didn't hit one like that, but in the Youth Cup against Coventry, Ipswich, the goalkeeper came way out of his goal and he headed it to me and I controlled it. And I was
where were you?
On the edge of the D, near the halfway line.
The D's on the penalty box?
We were at the circle, but obviously the circle, sorry. And I took a touch just outside that and just clipped it. But the thing is, I clipped it and it went in. but it wasn't like a Beckham where it hit the net without bouncing. Mine like bounced about 4 times. I just about got enough on it. Bounce.
At what
bounce.
age? At what age?
Youth Cup, so this would have been 15, 16.
So the keeper was quite small then?
No, 15,
He's
16.
not going to be fully grown though, is he?
They're going to be huge.
Oh, right, okay. But you meant that, yeah? Okay, from country, let's go to a goalkeeper, shall we?
Well, that's going to go all the way in. That is absolutely extraordinary.
He said he's England number 1. And now he's a number 1 goal scorer.
When a goalkeeper means it. Sorry, when a goalkeeper does it, they can't mean it, can they?
No. Like Paul Robinson, who I know really well, in that clip, he used to do the same thing for Blackburn, where Sam Allardyce used to get him up. Like whenever they got a free kick, Blackburn, in anywhere in their own half, and it could be a yard from the halfway line, he'd go up and take the goal kick, and he'd send up Chris Samba and Ryan Nielsen and all the giants that they had, and he'd just clip it into an area. And that was the same, I think, against Watford. He didn't see Ben Foster off his line because he wasn't.
Yeah.
The wind took it and then the bounce took it over Ben Foster's head.
It's always that bounce, isn't it? It looks like such a bizarre, freakish bounce whenever the goalkeeper scores.
Dong, over his head.
It goes a little bit too high, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on to a Dennis Bergkamp goal, shall we?
It's Bergkamp. That's magnificent. The move, and then this, which left Dabby's ass totally stranded.
Now that is where he sort of like spins round the defender and
touches the ball
collects
one
the
side
ball.
and go the other side.
Yeah, that
very
was
like
against
very
Newcastle.
you.
Listen to what you've just said, Benny.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Listen, very
But
much.
of course he meant it, and the reason why he could
I don't know if he
Listen
did,
to me,
you know.
the reason why he could tell that he meant to do that bit of skill is that when he does the first touch and he spins the other way, he knows exactly where the ball's going to be. If you look at his body position, he doesn't even have to adjust his footwork or anything. As soon as he turns, the ball's there because he knows what he's doing. And then he obviously gives Dabbers the palm off in the hand.
I don't know if he meant that.
He did mean
I don't know if he meant that.
He's a genius. Of course he meant it.
Let's go to one more, shall we?
Now Maicon, he'll be able to get to the byline. 3 to pick out. Oh, what a goal from Maicon. How on earth has he squeezed that in from the byline?
I think he's meant that. Because I'm watching it again now. Do you know
I
what?
don't think he
No,
has.
do you know why I say he's meant
Spin
that?
it round so I can have a look while you're talking.
The reason why I'm saying he meant that, right?
Yeah.
Because in
You
that,
found that goal pretty quick, by the way.
Right. In that position there, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You would right. The reason why I say he meant it, because why would you use the outside of your foot from that position?
Because he's running so far down the right hand side.
Yeah. That you use your instep, then it's quite easier. It's closer.
You think he's tried to bend from the byline? He's tried to bend that in.
Listen to me, right? There's nowhere on the planet he'd use your outside of your right foot from there to score. If you're just trying to clip it into the box, you use the instep, not the outside.
I hear what you're saying, and I understand what you're saying, right? But to have the audacity to try that from there, maybe he's used the outside of his foot so it bends into sort of between the goal line and the penalty area.
No.
You don't think so?
No, absolutely not. They're not looking at you, mate.
No, they're not looking at me. I'm trying to get their attention so can you get a call up before we go into the break, but they're not. All right, so we're asking the question. Joe's, have you noticed Joe's in the mood today? Have you noticed that? No?
You're in the mood today, and I'd be in the mood if someone kept doing that to me.
I did it once, and it only went noticed because you brought it to everyone's attention. So they haven't got my goal from Soccer Aid, right? Which, of course, we know was meant.
I think you meant it. A lot of people
What are you talking about? I chested it one side of the defender.
I just said I think you meant it.
It was an unbelievable goal, wasn't it?
Goal of the century.
Unbelievable. Goal of the century, indeed.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.